All right, story number three. Now, one of the main storylines of 2025 so far has been Joey Badass. Joey Badass started the year leaning heavy into competition. He's in competition mode. And so he dropped The Ruler's Back, putting everyone on notice that the King of New York is back. There's too much West Coast dick licking, and Kendrick Lamar needs to battle him. And that led off a tidal wave of tracks that came from the West Coast. There's a couple of tracks from the East Coast, but the West Coast really hyper engaged. Everyone from Lip Poppy to Coyote to Cliff Savage to Willie B to Daylight, like the list goes on. And it's been in my opinion, it's been a really dope East Coast, West Coast cypher show of skills type of thing. And Daylight right now, to me, between Daylight and Mick Jenkins, I think those two came the craziest. Now, there's a story on this channel that features Mick Jenkins talking about that track. I'll put a link in the description. Check it out if you missed it. His track was called War and Rumors of War. And so he explains where that came from. But Daylight and Mick Jenkins were just on another level of lyricism to me. And so Joey Badass made Sorry Not Sorry. And now he's back again with Pardon Me. And from this track, again, I'm actually kind of surprised that he dropped Pardon Me. I thought he was going to be pretty much done. Sorry Not Sorry sounded like, sort of I've had my fun, guys, bye. He's rapping really great on it. I actually like his raps on all three of the songs. But he dropped again. He dropped Pardon Me again. And I think this is probably really the last one. I'm not even sure if this one's really going to incite responses from people at this point in time. But let's check out what Joey Badass Pardon Me is. Let's react to this.
Yeah. New York City. Yeah.
Heat makers. Crack music.
It's a 20v1 man on me. These niggas try to mark us out like Garvey.
I like that. That's hard already. It's a 20v1 man on me. Because niggas try to mark us out like Garvey. Marcus Garvey. That's hard.
Told you I was back now, gotta pardon me.
Told you I was back now, gotta pardon me.
I set the bar high like a fucking Harley. Yeah, yo.
I set the bar high like an effing Harley. Yeah, he did. He started the year off saying the ruler's back. King of New York is back. Let's go to battle, Kendrick. And so he set the bar high. And Kendrick obviously didn't respond. But he had a lot of super MCs who did. And so already with this beginning here, I don't want people to think I'm trying to poke holes in it. But I preface this by saying, I think this might be the last one. And it's things like this that make me feel like it's the last one. I set the bar high like a Harley, It's a 20v1 man army, 20v1 man on me, however he says it. And it kind of sounds a little plea copping. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Check them, then brush the dust off. Mama raised a soldier, I raised the ball, wipe the rust off. Hit my shots, ring from afar whenever I bust off.
Let's run that back real quick because I think I heard something. So let's see.
Told you I was back now, gotta pardon me. I set the bar high like a fucking Harley. Yeah, yo. Shoulder check them, then brush the dust off. Mama raised a soldier, I raised the ball, wipe the rust off.
I think that's the sub of Daylight. Mama Raised a Soldier, Daylight's tracks. Both of the two tracks he released started with Mama Said Be Nice to Him, and the second one starts with Mama Said I Was Too Nice. Joey is saying Mama Raised a Soldier. Perhaps as a response there. A subtle response, a subtle sub.
Hit my shots, ring from afar whenever I bust off. Like a fofo bulldog, popping your ass off. Took some years off, thought somehow my shit would wear off. Like who the fuck lied? I'm hollering at the sky, I'm ready, God. I'm calling Air Force.
Took some years off, like my shit would wear off. Like who the F lied? Holler at the sky, like yeah, God.
Still waiting on my reply. So when you sending shots direct, you make sure he die. It's a
still waiting on my reply. If you take shots direct, then make sure he died. Now, Ray Vaughn was very direct. He was very direct. And Daylight was pretty direct too on that second one. On his second one, it was direct. His first one was almost like commiseration, chill out, you know. It was more like a community unity thing. And his second one, Daylight's second one was scathing. 1 second to pause to Daylight. But this one seems like it's perhaps in response to Ray Vaughn. Ray Vaughn his was Crash Out Heritage was something else. 1 second applause to Ray Vaughn.
Shit will wear off, like who the fuck lied? I'm hollering at the sky, I'm ready, God. I'm calling Air Force, they still waiting on my reply. So I went, you sending shots direct, you make sure he die. It's a fire inside of this air soul. The flow is more flammable than aerosol. Put a light into it and it can blow.
I like that whole run right there. There's a fire inside these aerosols. Put a lighter to it. It make the whole can blow. I like that whole visual right there. That's dope.
Too hot to handle. They ain't no Joe Stallone that shit like Rambo. The silver Turk slide Sylvester apply pressure.
Joe still on that shit like Rambo. Joe still on that shit like Rambo. That's dope too. Slide Stone Sylvester. Oh, this is hard. Let's hear this again.
Flammable than aerosol. Put a light into it and it can blow. I'm too hot to handle. They ain't no Joe Stallone that shit like Rambo. The silver Turk slide Sylvester apply pressure. The suit's double-breasted linen. No polyester hopping out the limo. Sticking middle fingers out the window. Fuck a con gesture. When it come to bars, I got you niggas in limbo. Microphone checker. The home record. Better check your mate. I'm playing chess with you, not checkers.
Better check your mate. I'm playing chess with you, not checkers. Now, that is one of the oldest bars. Like, people use... I talk about bars sometimes that I feel like I hear too much, right? It's like when people say I live life like a movie. Well, you know, I definitely don't want to hear that bar in 2025, right? Chess, not checkers is one of those types of bars, but at the same time, those are two very classic games. It's always going to be the case. I just think there are fresher flips, or I'm waiting for a fresher flip on that. Now, he did a good job. Joey did a good job right here because, like, better check your mate, you know, so it's still playing on the overall theme. It's a 20v1, even though he's not going direct to anyone so far in this track, at least. But the energy is up on this joint. He sounds good over this Heatmaker track right here. I like this.
Turk slide Sylvester apply pressure. The suit's double-breasted linen. No polyester hopping out the limo. Sticking middle fingers out the window. Fuck a con gesture. When it come to bars, I got you niggas in limbo. Microphone checker. The home record. Better check your mate. I'm playing chess with you, not checkers. Set the record straight. I'm at your breastplate. You niggas bench weight. Niggas bleed just like us, so get your men straight.
Niggas bleed just like us, just so get your men straight.
So I can really put you men on pause like
So I could really put your men on pause. Okay.
dog feet. Tell me now who's ready for war, bitch. Bitch. Hey, y'all.
I think he says who's ready for war. Mick Jenkins' joint was called War and Rumors of War. Perhaps that's a recognition that he heard War and Rumors of War.
Men on pause like dog feet. Tell me now who's ready for war, bitch. Hey, y'all, look. It's a 20v1 man on me. Niggas try to mark us out
like Garvey.
Told you I was back now, y'all.
Pardon me.
I set the bar high like a fucking
Harley. It's a 20v1 man on me.
These niggas try to mark us out like Garvey.
You know, that 20v1 thing, it's kind of like the Drake thing. When Drake was saying 20v1, right? And it makes it seem like he's getting jumped. It made Drake seem like he was getting jumped. But both these guys started it, you know? Like, that's the only thing I don't like so far about this Joey track. I think that by framing it as a 20v1 on me, it's like, man, look at all these people jumping on me. Well, you said there's too much West Coast dick licking. What do you expect is going to happen? You said the ruler's back. Well, that's... You threw up the flare, and now it's like, yo, man, they trying to mark us out like Garvey. Hey, man, I'm pardon me, I set the bar high like a Harley. That's why it feels like plea copping a little bit. It sounds dope. It sounds fresh, but you start digging into it, it's like, 20v1, really? What'd you expect? You said there's too much West Coast dick licking. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Like and subscribe.
Told y'all I was back now, y'all pardon me. I set the ball hard like a fucking heart. Hey yo, now how I set the scene up is ominous. Painting pictures with your blood like Marina Abramovic. I'm like Michelangelo with a brush of Van Gogh. Slide the dough, paint your house and watch the black van go. Somebody gotta die.
Woo, paint your house and watch the black van go. That's hard. I like that flip right there. 1 second applause. That whole second verse, the way that started was dope. I want to run that back. I like the way that flows.
Like Garvey, told y'all I was back now, y'all pardon me. I set the ball hard like a fucking heart. Hey yo, now how I set the scene up is ominous. Painting pictures with your blood like Marina Abramovic. I'm like Michelangelo with a brush of Van Gogh. Slide the dough, paint your house and watch the black van go. Somebody gotta die. I'm just illustrating my pain. I'm spilling ill feelings. This for sure leave a stain. I swear I don't mean to smear your campaign. It's a damn shame if you can't see what I'm portraying.
I'm not trying to smear your campaign. It's a damn shame if you can't see what I'm portraying. I wonder if he's saying that like all these people are clout chasing. Now I could be reaching. This could be a reach. I feel like I might be reaching, but this whole run is like him just trying to describe his pain. He's more inward in what he's saying right now in this part. And he's saying, the hook is 20v1 man army, niggas try to mark us out like RV, right? And so, and one of the themes that's been around all of these is that people feel like other people who weren't named in the Ruler's Back. I mean, the Ruler's Back didn't name anyone. It was at Kendrick. And honestly, I feel like it was a warning to New York, feel like all these other people are clout chasing off of this. And, well, you said too much West Coast dick licking. So that's like, you're going to incite the entire West. I mean, I think that's obvious. Obviously, I think everyone understands that this is just showing skills. This is just competition. There's no beef here. But he's like, sorry to ruin your campaign. It's like, I thought you wanted everybody to have a campaign. And actually, I feel like this is your campaign, Joey, because you started this. There's nothing nefarious going on here, of course, but like, that's why, again, it feels like kind of plea cop, and this is another reason why I don't think that we're going to get another one from Joey around this. I think this is kind of like two sort of Heart Part 6s in a row, because Sorry Not Sorry kind of had that vibe too. I like them a lot as tracks. I like this a lot as a track. When I think about in the context of the competition that he incited, less so, but this is really dope. And I think it still shows the influence that Joey has in order to get so many different people to get in the booth. 1 second applause.
Like Marina Abramovic, I'm like Michelangelo with a brush of Van Gogh. Slide the dough, paint your house and watch the black van go. Somebody gotta die. I'm just illustrating my pain. I'm spilling ill feelings. This for sure leave a stain. I swear I don't mean to smear your campaign. It's a damn shame if you can't see what I'm portraying. How many body bags a nigga finna pile up? Just my luck. Ready for the smoke. In fact, I'm fired up. I got their notification and now I'm finna slide up.
Says he's ready for the smoke though. Says he's ready for the smoke. So maybe I'm wrong. I guess he said maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Trying to touch the crown here, I got some fades lined up. They mind struck, tell them step them rhymes up, slime. Know I'm worth y'all time, but y'all just ain't worth mine. No.
See, that's the other thing. That's the other thing, right? He's saying, I know I'm worth y'all time, but y'all just ain't worth mine. And you could say the same. I mean, I'm sure Kendrick has the same perspective. I mean, I don't want to say Kendrick has that perspective because Kendrick seems to like competition. But you can say the same thing. If you're a fan watching this, that's how Joey looks when he dropped the Rulers Back. And then on Sorry Not Sorry, he says, man, it's been all this time and he hasn't responded. And now he's turning around and he's doing it to everybody who's responded to him, basically. The only difference is I think there's a much bigger gap between Joey and Kendrick than there is between Joey and Mick Jenkins, than between Joey and Daylight. I mean, if we're talking about like lyrically, honestly, I think Mick and Daylight, are lyrically better than Joey. If you're talking about impact of music, Joey's bigger than Daylight, sure, but he might be around Mick Jenkins. Like Mick Jenkins' impact musically is probably around Joey's. I think Joey probably has a more charting records, one or two, but Mick Jenkins is charting now as well. He's got a charting project now, one. But two, the number of projects that he's put out that have been revered for so long, his catalog might be viewed as being stronger than Joey's, you know? And so now he's just like, oh, y'all aren't worth my time. Well, that's how this whole thing started. I don't know. I like this track though. 1 second applause.
Tell them step them rhymes up, slime. Know I'm worth your time, but y'all just ain't worth mine. Nobody knows your name, kid, but I know what your aim is. I shoot you, I'm brainless. You shoot me, you famous.
Now, I wonder if that's Ray Vaughn. Perhaps Cliff Savage. Perhaps that works for a lot of the other people who've responded. Perhaps that works for a lot of them. I mean, that fits Lil Poppy. That fits Ray Vaughn to a degree. That fits Cliff Savage. That fits Coyote to a degree, you know, and I think Guapo's the only one that responded from Coyote, you know, but that fits a lot of people. And it gives you a sense of his mindset. I'm not mad at Joey for taking this approach necessarily, you know, when it comes to all of those guys. But Daylight and Mick Jenkins, they're in that's a different sphere over there. Let's run it back a little bit.
Tell them step them rhymes up, slime. Know I'm worth your time, but y'all just ain't worth mine. Nobody knows your name, kid, but I know what your aim is. I shoot you, I'm brainless. You shoot me, you famous.
It's a 20v1 man on me, cause niggas try to mark us out like Garvey.
Told you I was back now, y'all.
Pardon me.
I set the bar hard like a fucking
Harley. It's a 20v1 man on me.
These niggas try to mark us out like Garvey. Told y'all I was back now, y'all. Pardon me. I set the bar hard like a fucking heart. Hey, yo. Yeah, nigga. Shit like that. Yeah. Right. This shit is like respect that, huh? Check the background. You can see I'm with all the action.
Did he say you can see I'm with all the action? I'm not sure I can see it.
2025 on the way live, part in my back, bitch. I'm back.
I think that's about it. Let's see if you got anything back here. No, that's about it. All right, Joey Badass, pardon me. Pardon me, Joey Badass. What's this looking like? 42,000 views in 17 hours? I'm not sure if that's okay. Joey Badass, pardon me. I'm going to give that 7.8 second applause. Now, again, I like this as a song a lot. I like the energy level. I like the fact that I like what he did on this Hitmakers beat here. I like the hook. I like the hook a lot. You know what I mean? Like as a song, I rock this. This is something I would put in a playlist, to be straight up. This is something I would put in a playlist because it's the type of rap I like. It's the type of sound. It's my favorite sound to come out of New York. Not necessarily the Hitmaker, but I like the big, energetic, heavy snare with a sped up soul sample, something like that in it. I love that sound in general. And I like the way Joey sounds on it. You know, it's a great track. It's only in the context of this competitive sparring where it raises questions. You know, I think I just did that throughout most of this video. But he's like, it's 20v1 man on me. Well, yeah, you said there's too much West Coast dick licking. That's what's going to happen. You know, niggas trying to mark us out like Garvey. Well, you know, that's kind of expected to go there, right? You know, he doesn't go direct at anyone. And he definitely minimizes Daylight and Mick Jenkins. And on Sorry Not Sorry, he's like, man, it's been like weeks and Kendrick hasn't responded. So, you know, I think honestly this whole thing is very successful for Joey. I'm not sure if it's done. Maybe he comes back, he says with all the smoke, so I guess we'll have something to look out for. But, you know, I think it got him into the conversation. It, by proxy, got a lot of other really talented MCs into the conversation too. Ray Vaughn, Lil Poppy, Cliff Savage, Coyote, Daylight, Mick Jenkins, whoever else I might be missing, no disrespect. You know, there is a lot of incredible MCs out here in this entire endeavor put a lot of names on people's radar for the first time. I mean, and even people who might have been heard of are getting recognition for the tracks that they put out. Daylight is looking great. He's looking amazing. You know, his stream from a streaming standpoint, you know, his tracks are doing better than the track he did with J. Cole. It's doing better than Collard Greens. You know, so I think this is one of the things that hip hop offers that other genres just do not, and that makes this culture special. And I think what Joey Badass did this year, starting it off this way, brought a lot of attention to a number of artists who deserved it. I also think it got him back in the conversation. You can hear he was talking about how he took a break at the beginning of this song. You know, he's in album mode. I still wonder how distracting this might be for an album rollout. But ultimately, people are now thinking about Joey Badass, the MC, again. People are thinking about Joey Badass music again. And people are thinking about how dope Joey Badass's pen really is. So I love this whole thing. 9-second applause to this whole thing. Let me know what you think about Joey Badass's Pardon Me in the comments section. Make sure you like and subscribe. My name is Justin Hunt. Like, subscribe to the channel. Follow The Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views, it's radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, dog, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.